everyone, we're going to find the values of f prime of pi and f double prime of pi for f of x equals e to the power of ax times sine of x. So let's do the first part, f prime of pi. So that means we have to find the first derivative. And to set up the first derivative, let's set it up as f prime of x. Now that's going to equal, where you take your numerator, e to the power of x, ax, and you differentiate that times your sine of x, plus e to the power of ax times the derivative of sine of x. All right, so doing that, this is going to give you, you take the derivative of this, you just copy down your e to the power of ax times the derivative of your exponent, which is just a. And then we still have sine of x, so a times sine of x, plus e to the power of ax, and derivative of sine of x is cosine of x. Okay, so from there, let's simplify this and pull out e to the power of x. So this gives you e to the power of ax, and we still have a sine of x plus cosine of x. All right, let's go ahead and evaluate f prime of pi. This is going to give you e to the a times pi, and then for this piece you're going to get a sine of pi plus cosine of pi. So this is going to be e to the power of a pi. Sine of pi is 0. Cosine of pi is -1. So this equals e to the power of a times pi times -1, which equals negative e to the power of a pi. All right, now we have to find the second derivative. So let's keep this in mind. I'm going to write this down and we'll do the second derivative. It's just going to take a little longer. So let's do that. We have f prime of x was e to the power of ax times a sine of x plus cosine of x. So to set this up, we're going to take f double prime of x, and we're going to take e to the power of ax and differentiate that times a sine of x plus cosine of x, plus copy down your numerator e to the power of ax, and then we're going to differentiate a sine of x plus cosine of x. So I'm just setting it up there. So let's take care of this part here. Excuse me. This is going to equal e to the power of ax, and then you have to multiply this by a like we did before. And then we still just have in the a sine of x plus cosine of x. All right, and then we have plus e to the power of ax. Now we have to differentiate this. The derivative of a sine of x is a cosine of x, and derivative of a cosine of x is negative sine of x. All right, now let's simplify that. Let's see what we can do. We can write this as, let's see. I think I have all that down. So the only thing different that I would do with this is I would move this a in front. So I'm going to go ahead and move that in front. I'll just put the a there. That's all. That's the only thing I think I'll do different to all that. Now let's go ahead and evaluate f prime of pi. So when you do that, we're going to get f double prime of pi. This is going to be equal to a e to the power of a times pi. And then we have a sine of pi plus cosine of pi plus e to the power of a times pi. And then we're going to have a cosine of pi minus sine of pi. All right, let's see what this is. Sine of pi is 0. This is negative 1. So we have a times e to the power of a pi times negative 1. Plus, this is going to be negative 1, and this is 0. So this is going to be e to the power of a pi times negative a. Oh, goodness. And so when you get this, we're going to have two negatives here. We have this equals negative a e to the power of a pi. And then I'm going to pull this out front, negative a e to the power of a pi. So finally, my final answer when you simplify this is going to be negative 2a times e to the power of a pi. And that is your value. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.